Well, I've been pretty consistent, Sean, from the beginning. I've said that biological boys should not play in women's sports. It is just not fair. We have to protect women's sports from something like this. Leah Thomas, first of all, I respect her right to live her life authentically. Suffering from gender dysphoria is a horrible lifelong struggle, and every story is different. Let me tell you, Sean, I know that one. And I respect her right to do that. But with that comes some responsibility and integrity in what you're doing. And I don't know why she's doing it. We live in this woke world right now that's driving me crazy. I feel sorry for the girls on the Penn team because they have to be so woke and say, oh, this is great. We're down deep inside. They're saying this is wrong. And a couple of them anonymously, because they can't come out, and parents have now come out, but they have to do it anonymously and say this is wrong. And it is wrong. And I'm very disappointed in the NCAA. They did kick the can down the road. But we have to deal with this issue. We have to protect women's sports. They've worked so hard for equality. Look at Title IX. For years, they finally got it through. I love women's sports. We have to protect it.
Yeah, and by the way, Piers Morgan was saying, you know, I want nothing but tolerance, fairness, equality for all transgender people. People wouldn't go through the lengthy physical, emotional turmoil if they didn't genuinely feel they were trapped in the wrong body and sexuality. I mean, Tammy, I think that's a pretty thoughtful column. He'll probably be attacked for it, but he's saying straight up that pretty much what Caitlin's saying.
Yeah, well, a lot of us have been attacked from both sides of the aisles for a number of different reasons, but you know what changes it is when someone like Caitlyn Jenner stands up for what's right, because that's what this is about. It has really nothing to do with transgenderism at all. This is about fair play. It's about decency. It's about being fair with your fellow competitors or with your neighbors. This is about the nature of doing what's right in the midst of whatever your work is, and if that's going to give you an advantage. And you must know, and I don't know Leah, I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. At the same time, she knows at every single meet that it is not an even playing field. She knows it every single time she blows out women's records every moment. And that is what we're talking about here. So there is a small section of bullies who want no one to speak about this, but I can tell you, as Caitlyn has refused to participate in certain women's sports because she knows of her physical difference and her the ability to do better because of that physical difference, having grown as a boy and then as a male. And now we know, I've got several transgender friends who also agree that this is outrageous. We also don't know of those athletes who have refused to do this because they don't make the news. So I just want to tell everyone watching that this is not about the transgender community. This is not universally what is wanted. In fact, it harms the nature and the argument about who people are in general. Let me tell you, if someone's going to be unfair as a transgender woman, they're going to be unfair as the man that they were. They're going to be unfair as a person. That's why this is about the individual. And even after 17 years with this network, I have to say this every now and then, Sean, is that as a gay woman, I understand the difference of living a different life. And it is about respecting the community and making decisions that's best in general for the people that you're with.
Well, then I can ask both of you the same question. Generally speaking, Caitlyn, how many times do you find yourself running into bigoted people? Or Tammy, same question. We'll go with Caitlyn first.
Well, to be honest with you, you get that. Honestly, I never get that to my face. To my face, people are so nice.
Right.
They're great. They're wonderful.
By the way, they're nice to me too, and to my face. Then I walk away and I hear it in the background.
To my face.
Yeah.
And then you go online and check comments, which I don't do very often, but sometimes it's kind of fun. But first of all, I can take a lot of heat. I'm kind of used to it, Sean. And to be honest with you, a lot of those comments that people make with nobody around, I don't know if they really believe that kind of stuff. They may, but that's okay. I mean, honestly, I can take it. I'm about You know, Sean, I'm a patriot. I love this country. I love our freedoms, you know, and I love the trans community. But we have to do what's fair, and we have to do what's right. So, you know, Leah Thomas grew up as a biological boy. A couple of years ago was on the male swim team. A couple of years of, you know, hormones and testosterone depressants doesn't change a lot of things. You know, hands are big, cardiovascular system big. You see pictures, her back is huge. She can run, I mean, she can swim really fast, and it's just not fair. It's not fair.
Tammy, we'll give
I
you the
think
last
the
word.
I want to
NCAA
make
has
sure-
to really look into this.
Tammy, we have about 45
I want to
seconds.
make sure, I want to make sure that Caitlin knows and everyone else knows the importance of standing up for what you believe in, as the parents are, because we must make a turn here. Transgenders, gay people, others must stand up and must hear honest opinions about this, that it does no good for the community to be bullies or to not speak the truth about the nature of what's going on. I want to thank Caitlin for being a great role model and for doing the right thing, and for everyone else to stand up, because it helps all of us in the community to be honest and to be fair. There's just no doubt about it.
And I'm not playing golf with you, Caitlin, because you
true.
kicked my ass. I mean, you know, you'll probably outdrive me by 150 yards.
I would. John,
Yeah.
you're dead meat, Sean. Yeah, out on
Oh,
the golf
great.
course. But thank you. And follow CaitlinGenner.com, and I have a lot of stuff that I'm putting out there, and to keep people up to date of what's going on.